Welcome to Path to 1500, and I've been experimenting a little bit with different openings recently. As you can see, I'm currently on 1377. I just lost quite a bad game against 1490. I think they're pairing me against stronger opponents because I won a few in a row. So this is probably slightly higher than my actual current standard right now. We're going to play up to 2 different games a day and do a game review. Apologies, my chess.com account is in Spanish at the moment. I'll change it to a different language before the next video. I'm going to go back to my standard openings, which have been e5 and then the Scotch usually, and the Sicilian defense against e5, and I usually play the King's Indian defense against anything else, d5, c5, sorry, d4, c4, or knight f3, or knight c3. So let's play our first 15-10 game and see how it goes. So, as I say, I'm going to go back to my standard openings for a few games, and then I might continue to explore a little bit. I'm not sure if that's recommended. They keep throwing me against stronger players. Slightly frustrating. Okay, let's play e5. e4, sorry, e5. Knight f3, knight c6 probably, and I usually play the Scotch, which is d6. I usually take, and I think it's not recommended. Okay, usually they take here. I can't remember if the best move is bishop e3 or c3. I think it's bishop e3 and then bishop here, pawn here. Now, I have to admit, I'm already towards the end of my knowledge. I think the best move here is bishop c4, which I guess is to put pressure on this, but that doesn't seem to make too much sense to me because what exactly is the bishop doing on there once you've castled? I mean, there's not really any real pressure because it'll be defended by 3 pieces. We need to put the bishop somewhere in castle, I assume. Probably the easiest thing to do. I don't know what they want to do with this knight. Maybe here, maybe they just want a castle. I mean, the problem is that this pawn is also a bit weak, but I don't think it actually matters, and I can't remember why. Yeah, let's go here. If they move their knight, I'll probably just move back. Okay. Let's castle. And I've had these positions lots of times before. I don't really know how to play them, which isn't great. I should probably have a look. But my rating is only 1377, and I'm not sure that I'm trying to get into the weeds of different openings and things like that. I just want to play a good game of chess. Tempted to play this to see what the bishop wants to do, and then maybe that also stops the knight coming here, and then maybe I can also play a4 and they'll probably respond with a5. Can't do the arrows because I'm using a trackpad today, so it's a bit too complicated, but I'll try and do that for next time as well. I could also just finish my development, and I can't do that because then this piece will be blocked. The defense will be blocked from the king, from the queen. I could move my queen up here, but then you've got this move. So I feel like this is a decent move, to be honest, just to see. It does leave the c3 pawn a bit weak, but I can probably take the pawn if they take. I probably will at some point. Let's see. Got no idea. Really? Okay. So I was going to play this, and then what did I think they were going to do? Probably play this. I think that's the best move. Maybe then I can play this, and then if they take, I take with pawn. I've got these 2 pawns here and 2 pawns in the middle, which I think is quite good. So let's do it. If they play a6 instead, then I can play the pawn to a5 perhaps. Let's see. I would like to be able to move this knight, and I think that this is probably the safest way of doing it. I mean, I guess the other thing that I could do is move the pawn here. That also stops a knight ever coming here. But then I've pushed a lot of pawns. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Because if I do that, then I can move the queen here, and then I don't have to worry about the defense of this knight. But I kind of like this plan. Okay, so do we play here? They just move back. Or do we play here? We can't play there. Oh yeah, we can play there, there, there. And then we can take. I don't think that really does anything. This pawn is a bit weak and the queen is looking at it. As I say, I can't play this because of this, and I don't know if pushing this pawn is good because I'm really pushing a lot of pawns. So maybe I shouldn't have gone for this plan. Maybe I should have just pushed f4 instead. I mean, I guess I could move the knight here instead and here. I think that's probably a bit more coherent given what I've done. I'm probably tunnel visioning a lot because I'm trying to talk while I'm playing as well, so I'm not looking at maybe as many things as usual. So if I play this, 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 then we could get a lot of trades, or we could just get... Yeah, I don't really know what my plan is here. It kind of just maybe unnecessarily weakens the pawn, so let's just play this instead. And then I don't think this is blundering anything. No, because if we trade on d4, okay, I think we're going to play this and then this. Let's do that. Okay. My suspicion is they'll get frustrated soon and they'll trade something in the middle. Okay, I think we can just move back. And they're going to go F. Uh-huh. Okay, I see. So they do that anyway, and then they're going to go here. And then... do I let them take this bishop and then take with my knights? My bishop's sort of staring over here. I mean, in the long run it could be better, but... I kind of feel like that's probably better. So why don't we just... no, we can't move that anymore, which is kind of annoying. We could just move like... yeah, I mean they can always come here. Maybe we do this to encourage them to take the bishop. And then they're going to play in the middle. I'm definitely playing too slowly, so let's just do it. We're going to play this afterwards, which I don't think is going to be an issue. So let's remove that. There's a lot of pawns on this side. I'm not sure if that's a great plan in these positions or not. Let me just check it's recording properly. Yeah, I believe it is. I guess. Yeah, okay. So I've got a feeling they're going to push a pawn in the center now. Obviously this pawn is not protected currently. Okay. Now, because this is protected by the knight, I guess we move our queen up to protect this in the event that we want to move this. If we play here, then takes doesn't work. Let's play queen d2. We can also now look at this move. I guess this increases pressure on the knight, but we've got 3 defenders, so we're probably fine. This is still a weak spot. I think we're safe to play this because we've got the bishop. I mean, it's probably not great, but if we need to, say for example, they put the queen here to pressure this pawn, how are we gonna defend that? I guess we might move our queen up again. Or maybe then we can push this pawn. Okay, what was this knight doing? Yeah, I guess we can't come back here now, so we could play this first. If the queen moves there, then we're in a bit of trouble. Or then we could move here, but then there's takes. Okay, so that's probably quite a good move. Probably we need to just move this piece. Is there anything else we can do? It's a bit more active. I think we just move here. Unfortunately, I didn't actually notice that. If we play this, and then they just move their queen. If we take, they take, we take. They take, we take, they take, they take. I feel like that might be valid. But if we just, oh no, because what am I talking about? Okay, I could just move my queen up again. Because I don't really want to move that piece. Yeah, I'm playing way too slowly. Let's do it. I'm playing way too slowly. Obviously, this isn't great. I don't really know what I'm doing. The time is not good. I feel like I have a slight space advantage on this side. I guess they're threatening now to do this, aren't they? Take. Okay. Does that actually like work? I think it probably doesn't. I think I can just put the knight here. And then bishop takes, queen takes. No, hang on. Bishop takes. I would have to take this to bishop there. Then it would be... Okay, this is a bit complicated. I'm just going to play it because I don't have much time and then figure it out. Because we've got a lot of pieces that are sort of... There might be some overloading going on here. If they take this one first, then I think we're safe to just take here. If they take here, then I might be able to take the queen. But then they just take our queen and we're just down a piece. So that doesn't actually work. So I think if they take here, I have to take with the queen and then I'm going to end up with double pawns, which is obviously not what I want. So this hasn't gone great, but then at least we've opened up our rook on the f-file. And then I guess we're going for something a little bit different. Let's just see if there's anything else. Takes. No, I just don't think we have any choice but to take back. So maybe this was the wrong move. Because we're not actually... I guess... Okay, if takes takes, then if they took the bishop, then I would take the queen. Okay, so now probably let's get rid of this tension. Are they gonna do the sacrifice? And then I was just thinking that there wouldn't be enough firepower. If I do this, then the queen's sort of on this row, so more likely to be okay. I think if they take this, we just obviously take back. Okay, now I just don't know if this is a problem. I kind of want to move this because then the queen's defending. That's h3 square, and then if the bishop takes on c4, I take with the queen, and I think I'm probably a bit better there, to be honest, because I've just got more going on and I can't see any immediate threats. My pawns are a bit more advanced, I've got a bit more space. How to actually take advantage of that, haven't got a clue. Okay, let's take here. I'll take with their pawn. They want to open up the. That's probably not actually a great move. I guess I could go here. Things are good. I know I can't do that. Okay. Oh, now they're threatening. Okay, so we do have to take that because they were threatening to take here. So now we could play this. We haven't got any dark square bishops. I feel like that's probably fine. Probably not necessary yet. Maybe we just activate our rooks. I haven't got time to think about what my plans are because I've basically played so slowly. Do I still want to play? Maybe I play this. They can take. No, that doesn't work. Maybe I want to play. Maybe I just want to defend my queen in case yeah. I think let's do this. And I'm just worried about this. Maybe I play this. I don't really know. Yeah, I think probably I'm actually worse here, but who knows? I don't want to move backwards. Not good enough for that. Yeah, the problem is that they've got two really good pawn breaks here and here. I feel like this one is more dangerous. So the way to maybe prevent that, well, can we prevent it? I think if we play this, they play here, and then they take the queen, and then they take that. Yeah, I think we might have to play that. Because the problem is the queen's undefended. So maybe we just move this queen. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, now we're actually threatening the rook. That's a much better move. And then if they play this and we were to take, they could take here, but then we could take. Okay, so now we've stopped them playing this for the time being. This is looking at this, so da. So now where do we want to move this piece? I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to start playing fast because I don't know. I'm obviously playing way too slow and I'm going to sort of stop talking a bit. Okay, they want to double the rook. So maybe we... kind of feeling this has just turned into a weakness, this structure. Yeah, so obviously I'm now worse, I think. Well, maybe not, but like, given that I have 5 minutes and they have 14 minutes, and they've got their rooks lined up, they've got kind of easy target on f2, their queen's lining up my king, so maybe I want to move the queen to h1. Okay, they want to go here, so we could play this. Is that too weakening? Probably. I think maybe we can't really stop this then. So let's just move the queen to h1. I guess they're going to play here. And then we can't. We now want to keep this here to defend this square. Now we can probably play here. If they sacrifice, we can take with the rook. Whether or not that's good, I want to play this, obviously. But they can just take. Oh no, they can't take, but okay, I feel like this is wrong, but I'm gonna play it anyway. At least it gets rid of the yeah. Okay, I think we're all in now. Gonna start moving the pawns up on this side as well. Obviously, I assume I've been thinking way too much. I mean, this player is nearly 100 elo higher than me, and I am talking, and it's the first time I've ever done this, and it actually makes a big difference. We could probably... I kind of want to move this here once they move their knight, because then, even though this pawn will be weak, maybe I can also double my rooks on the f-file, but then we've also got this, and then that sort of stops them ever. Like, this could be a way through. I could then play this, but then that opens up this. I'm gonna get my mouse for the next one. Could make things easier. Let's see what they do. Okay, that makes sense. So do I want to play here? Or do I want to play on the king side and kind of throw everything at it? Or do I want to double the rooks in the f-file? If I move this here, and we get this, takes, we win a pawn, feels like there's a lot of open stuff going on. If I double the rooks, it feels like maybe that's a bit more of a... They're going to move their knight here, aren't they? Takes, yeah. I feel like this is safer. And then we can probably trade some things off and play for a draw, because I don't have much time left, and I think that they are a lot more tactically aware than me. Okay, so if I play this, takes, move, takes. Oh, they've moved attacking the queen, so I don't think that really works at the moment. Let's put the rook here. That was our plan. Where if they go here, we can just go here, and it feels a bit loose, but I don't know, kind of interesting. I have to admit, I've got no idea what to do here. Right, they're just playing fast because they know that that I'm a little bit short on time. So I'm just going to start speeding up as well. We're just gonna end up with some boring old position, aren't we? Okay. If I play this now, this, okay. Ah, dear, oh dear, they're just playing really fast. Maybe let's just repeat. Well, that doesn't seem like a great move. Okay, that was a bad move. Yeah, that was a really bad move. Now we're obviously losing. Not a good start. Not a good start to the speed run. Okay, this is disaster. This is all collapsed. And let's just resign. Okay, let's have a look. So I was going much too slowly, partially because I was trying to explain my thought process. And okay, we were doing pretty well. Okay, apparently they played like 2100 and we played like an 1800, so I didn't play that badly. They were just a little bit better and I was a bit too slow. So let's have a look from the beginning. This is all theory. I'm just going to pause the recording and get my mouse so I can try and explain some things. Not that I don't know whether I explain my thought process because there'll probably be people watching who are around the same level and or maybe a bit below, and maybe you can see the kinds of things that I'm thinking about. I feel like they just played really well in that match, to be honest, and I'm gonna just gonna leave it on. I'm gonna go and get a mouse. I'll be back. Now, I think part of the problem there is that I didn't really know what to do once I got to the position. I will show you. So e4, e5. So let's go back. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. This is by far the most common opening moves after e4, e5. As this is my first recording, let's just talk a bit about other options. So other things that I usually face at this level are this move, that's the Sicilian. This move, this is the Caracan. This move, which is the French defense. And this move is the Scandinavian, where you take. And occasionally you face something different like this, or this is also the move. I think this is called like the Pitts defense or something. Yeah, here we go, the Pitts. So there, this, but normally we get e4, e5. We'll come to that another time. Then my response, I've been exploring this a little bit recently, but the response here, the normal response, the most common response is knight f3, to which the most common reply is knight c6, and that's what happened in the game. And then I play the Scotch. So here there's a lot. I think there's 3 different main moves. There's this. Again, I've been exploring this a little bit. This is the Italian. This is the Roy Lopez, Spanish, and then this is the Scotch. And I think there's also this move, which I think Levy's talked about before. So I play the Scotch, recommended by the late Daniel Naroditsky and Hikaru, I believe. R.I.P. Okay, the correct move is to take. Then you take with the knight. Most people at this level play this, and then white already has a bit of an advantage. And I've gotten this position lots of times, but this person knew what to do, so they played the queen here. played the queen here. Okay, so this is actually a mistake. I didn't know this. Oh, no, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. So once the pawns are traded, this is fine. This move is correct. This move is correct. This move is correct. So this is a very common position, and I have to admit, I don't really know what to do after this. I think you're supposed to like put the bishop here, castle, probably move the knight here. I don't really know, and I don't really know what the plans are. So I probably should learn a bit more about this if I'm going to play the Scotch. At this level, people often do play kind of the first few opening moves more or less correctly. Yeah, that's normal. Okay, that's normal. That's normal-ish. Castle, castle. Okay, and this is where I've gone a bit wrong. Not really wrong. I mean, it's just that, to be honest, at this level, the fact that I've got basically all the way here and it's pretty much theory isn't that common. But maybe this plan isn't like the most easy plan. Okay, my plan was to kind of expand on the queen side, so maybe I should have played this, and then this, and then this. Okay, interesting. Oops. Really, this isn't a game to like overanalyze, because normally at this level, the games are decided by tactical errors, and honestly, looking at this, like we both played quite well all the way through, so I'm going to skip through most of it. Apparently that's a mistake. I should have moved. So what I was worried about is if I move this, then they play this, and then this, and then I guess if this, then this. Okay, fine. Oh no, take this. Okay, the queen has to move. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is between this and the game, so let's just keep going through what happened. Okay, I should have played this. I didn't think this worked. Okay, then I take. I didn't like this because it... Oh. Yeah, I it's just... Anyway, it's all the same. I'm going to skip through this game because it's... I'm not going to overanalyze this because it's basically like higher level than I usually play at. Okay, I should have played f4. And then here I just started like basically running out of time and basically just playing random moves. Okay, I should have also... I did also think... I think I need to play more solidly. And then at this point I went wrong because this is a blunder because of this, which is a great move. Basically, you can't take this because the queen's now lined up with the king. So let's see. Should I have played instead? Apparently I should have played this. And then I can take... Why this works, why this is good, I guess this is just like, we're just kind of attacking. Yeah. Okay, and then I was just rubbish moves at the end there. Completely losing. Okay. I don't know how long that took. I'm going to play one more game. I'll probably make this into a separate video. Let's play another game. I didn't really learn much from that game, to be honest, apart from I need to play quicker and learn how to do this while talking.